Welcome back to you for a most special and yummy update, my friends. Bitcoin on the monthly. Remember, it's still green. I love showing you. I always start with the monthly candle just so we have some perspective on what's going on, because we had one little red day where everything just stopped and the party stopped. So what actually happens, friends, as you'll notice, when the candle starts to go up, okay, we feel this optimism. Yes! Then it stops. And you're like, oh man, we got a long way to climb. Just your dopamine gets cut off again. You know, like, oh crap, that's the game. Nothing we can do about it, okay? Bitcoin hanging around here. Is it going to do a bit of the skitsy before it goes up? Maybe. This is the next fib, about 128, 130K, and then we'll see what happens from there. A lot of people, friends, I'm just saying, something's going to crack where like everyone just thinks, okay, Bitcoin 200, Saylor under 1,000, Ethereum, whatever number it is, just something's going to crack from there. I don't know what it's going to be. You know, I won't be surprised, man, if Ethereum just makes this roaring comeback. And I'm going to be saying, fancy that. After BlackRock had done accumulating, it turns out Ethereum goes literally freaking up only. And then they get staking released to from the SEC. They get a lot of like weird things that seem strangely timed, where you have like tokenization, real world assets and stuff out here. And check out this price chart. I'm going to show you actually it's a supply chart, friends. Look at the number going down. That is Ethereum supply. Look at that. Ethereum supply, because of the PEC muscles upgrade, it's going down. Now, I don't know if it's a bug or not. I think it's good. Everyone says, oh, it's a bug. No, I don't think so. I think they're actually doing some cheat mode stuff. That's what you want, friends. Like, if you're going to tinker with the chain, bro, make it go up only. Keep pressing the button. You know, keep doing an accentuated halvening like Bitcoin has. Just make it more aggressive. Remember, Bitcoin's supply narrative, friends, is going to be put under pressure as we move forward. Ethereum is a cheat mode, and that's why BlackRock accumulated while fighting the soy boys. And this is true as well, friends. Ethereum is already chosen by the World Economic Forum. That's why the Bitcoin maxis, they nickname Ethereum WEF-ereum. W-E-F-ereum. Why? Because it's got all the stable coins, real world assets. It's all coming on there. That's why they joke about it, you know? But, you know, Michael Saylor has been rewarding them for not doing any tech. So you got to think about this misallocation of capital that's happening. Michael Saylor's taken on turbo leverage to go buy BTC. He's rewarding the asset for doing nothing. Okay? So he's discovering prices in it. But you got to understand, like, you got to look at it from that perspective. Like, you are rewarding the asset for doing no tech and doing nothing. And then you are not allocating to progress, to DeFi, to perpetual swaps, to privacy solutions, to stable coins, real-world assets, tokenization. You are taking capital from there. You're misallocating. That's why what I believe is going to happen is Michael Saylor is going to keep buying a crap load of leverage on Bitcoin. The dominance is still going to fall. It's just going to show you like, oh crap, he's literally buying the generational top of the Bitcoin dominance. But he's going to be okay, because then you might say, oh, which altcoins are going to come up? That's obviously another story. But we're going to see the narrative shift and stuff over time. There's a reason why all tokenization and RWA is happening on Ethereum, friends. It's controlled and captured. All right, you won't hear that from Ethereum people. Yeah, it is controlled and captured. They understand it completely. They completely understand it. They're okay with it, friends. It's not UFO tech, okay? Even though it was made by UFO, Lord Vitalik. It's now in their best interest to pump it so that it kills competition. That's also another inconvenient truth, I'm telling you. Now that the government's pretty much got the tentacles in, it is in their best interest to see Ethereum pump and actually like flip Bitcoin. I'm not even joking. Okay, you're not saying, but tell me they can't. Dude, it's a government. Do you see what the CIA does? I know how they work. Deepest level psyops thing, and this is how they work. That's how it all works. It's going to look like it's all magical fugazi. It was all random. It ain't, dude. It ain't. Now, this is the ETH-BTC chart and ratio. We've got a long way to go, don't we? Remember, Bitcoin has no tech, and the Bitcoin dominance will fall. Like, here's the thing, bro. You can be digital pet rock, that's okay, but you're in the technology sector. You know, so if you have no tech in the technology sector, I don't think the new retailers coming in are going to give you a premium. I don't think so. And you're going to see it. You trust me, you'll see. You just need the business cycle confidence to go up. You'll see. Willy Woo also yesterday, friends, to my shock, right, called for a Bitcoin dominance above 90%. And I'm showing you it's had 4 green years in a row. I think it's basically downtime to basically squeeze everybody out. He's made a lot of big famous calls wrong before as well. And I will happily take the other side of that any day. Also, more yummy updates for you, friends. So pretty much look at this new meme. I'm building a coin Launchpad. And that's the PumpFun logo. Like, it's like this little toxic drug. That's literally what the whole freaking chain is on Solana. So Everyone's building coin launch pads, friends. It's just PumpFun. Just call them PumpFun clothes. You know what they mean. Coin launch pads, that's what they are. They are coin launch pads. We're like, hey, everybody, come launch a coin. PumpFun also made big updates, but kind of big updates, not really. You got to think about this. Coin launch pads, everyone's supplying tokens to the market, but see, here's the thing. There are 150,000 daily users of PumpFun, and they're circling the drain. People can only win in that game if more people keep joining that game. They call it the trenches, yeah. But obviously, it's funny. I started using the term the trenches, and then Solana people adopted it, and they call it for their meme coin JPEG stuff. I call it, consider us in the real in the trenches. What they're in is not. I wouldn't consider trenches. You're in the hotel cuck chair. Okay, you're literally in the hotel cuck chair. Like, we're in the trenches because we're gonna defeat, the enemies at war. Like, you're not in the trench. You got homoerotic oil in a mud wrestling contest, and you're literally sitting in a hotel cuck chair. You know what I mean? You just the weird stuff happening to you. You're losing money left, right, and center. You're trading and just getting rugged by LA Vape Cabal, and you're sniffing their feet and thanking them for the mindshare boost as well. 99% of coins are rugged by thieves and soy boy quitters. So we make no progress in this field anyway. So everyone's launching a PumpFun clone. Remember, like, PulseChain has pump tires as well. And just so you know, friends, there's no value in the JPEG and a name, as we've seen. The value's in the people. So I saw this question from this person saying, but how do we find the 1%? Hey, bro, do you want to know a good way to find the 1% of the coins is make one? You may say, but make a coin. No, make a community. You make the 1%. That's what Richard Hart did, by the way. You make the 1%. Learn how to create a community who believes in something. But it's tough to just do that, because then if the market rewards you too much, you probably just take your payout, rugging, and just dump and leave. It's tough, isn't it? It's not so easy. Binance and PulseChain, probably nothing. So Binance, friends, have done a lot of hints at a PulseChain listing. Like, it's stupid now how often. But look, it could be as well, friends. Like, remember, CZ follows me and Binance follows CZ. So it could be like they got interns that, like, maybe they watch our stuff. Just everybody at Binance controls a Twitter account. Maybe they just, like, watch our stuff and notice PulseChain, and, it just could be that. Could be that. Also, maybe they heard, hey, Richard contacted CZ while he's in jail. It could be that as well. And by the way, yeah, it is confirmed. Richard did put a public tweet saying, does anybody know how to contact someone in jail? And he tagged CZ. Okay, so when CZ was in prison. So we don't know if he did, but it would have been interesting. He might have offered services. And that would be wild if the universe plays out like that, where CZ only talked to Richard because he was in jail. Richard reaches out, provides him lawyers to help with stuff out here. And then, like, he does a favor later on. And we're like, man, we'll look at this at, like, this one of these critical moments in the movie. Where it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, whoa, how did that happen, right? It's almost like when you watch one of these football matches and you're like, oh my gosh, if that player never went and then tripped at that moment, it wouldn't have sent the boy to ricochet off, and then, you know what I mean? Like, would have changed the angle of the ball. It's one of those moments. Look, the top left tweet, Binance tweeted, it turns out my pulse is pegged to Binance. Okay, they actually have the Pulse logo as well with their Binance hat. They also wrote, may the 4th be with you. And it's literally the freaking PulseX logo. Okay, it's literally the PulseX logo. Like, when you write "May the 4th be with you," red and green candles, like, crossing each other. Did they have to do the sword cross? They could have done anything, right? It's weird. Next one. Look at this as well. When you zoom into a crypto's trader's DNA, red and green candles. Also looks like the PulseX. And then the 4th one. They made this today. Binance is the unofficial cardiologist since 2017. It's literally the PulseChain logo. Look at this. So everyone's like, okay, dude, one of them, fair enough. 4, it's like the UFO stuff, friends. You'd say that's the UFO stuff. Okay, you hear one story. Okay, we get it. But now with the power of the internet, I show you like 8 stories, and they all have the similar patterns, right? And like, oh, there's a bug eye here, there's a mantis here. This guy said this to me. Like, oh, everyone gets abducted by aliens. They come back. The watch is spinning weird. They basically got uranium poisoning. They're nauseous. They're sick for 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Someone's got some UV light radiation. You just see this over and over and over again. You think, man, I don't think that many people are going to go out of their way to lie. Also, do you think Binance goes out of their way to do all these references? Makes you think. Also, some cool news. Retail is starting to come back, friends, as everyone is searching for Ethereum. So that's like everyone in crypto, once you're really in crypto, like you are, let's play some, let's crank it a bit. Once you're reading crypto, you like know. When someone's like really new, it's kind of make you feel a bit better. You're like, hey, I know I've been, my portfolio's been going down for 4 years, but you know, you said Ethereum with an I. That's like, ha ha ha, you're new, right? It really is true. That's why I'm probably gonna start posting Ethereum. Do you wanna know what's funny, friends? YouTube, when I go to upload a video, there's a little analytics thing. I click on it. People actually. That's one of the top search results. You know, whenever our candles go up the most in like the week, whatever, we have a green weekly candle. When the retailers come search, they actually search for Ethereum, but they search Ethereum price tomorrow. They search this. I don't know who's talking. It's literally non-English speaking people. That they just write, yeah, Ethereum price forecast, and it's Ethereum like this. And also remember, I remember I showed you on this one died. The most search result was Ethereum stock prediction. Jesus. It's, oh my gosh. God bless them. Someone's going to have to come by the top. You know what I mean? It's just, oh man, it's just funny how it turns out. Well, their searches are going up. Look at that. The Google Trend searches. Ethereum. That's awesome, man. In some other cracker news of the day, friends. So Maria, the Atropa dev, has made, or we've been looking for PDI Alpha on his picture stream. And I have the picture here. Like it's some coded thing. There's this word, HS status. And he says 9 days from today. So he speaks in code. It's really skits. There's no coherent sentences. And it's like a, we don't know what the hell is going on. I found it funny when I saw this. I woke up. And the first thing I noticed was like, oh, wow, he's just drawing dicks now. Come on, bro. We got people's life savings in some of this stuff. That's all we get. A picture of a willy. Some people have said it's a Pinocchio nose. That's the deep. We're going deep. And some people said it's a Pinocchio nose, which means whatever happens in 9 days, don't believe it. Right? And then other people have said, no, it might just be a willy. And some people said, no, it could just be his interpretation of a pointing finger. I don't know. But he said 9 days from today. So we'll see. Shout out to Dazzy Boo. It means going up in sections. 0.05, then 0.10, then 0.50 for a little while, then $1. Hope so. Really do. That'd be great. In some other recent news as well, friends. So Rector Michelle has made a post here. He says, you are hereby challenged to a live recorded debate with PulseChain founder Richard Hart. So he says he is sponsoring $1 million for anybody to debate Richard Hart. It's just strange because Richard doesn't debate yet. So is he talking to him or is he just talking about it? Someone made this tweet that was just funny. They go, Rectum's that, it was just funny. It reminded me of school. It said, Rectum's that guy who, he starts fights for everyone, but he never ends up fighting. I've actually known people when there was like a big kid who's like really, really huge. He had like friends, like someone's always like picks on other people. Oh yeah, we'll take you on. Because they just have one big giant like titan who's like, you know, overgrown on top of everybody else. So we don't know. This is a few things with this. Look, they want it recorded, streamed. There'll be media, news, storytelling. I don't think it's meant to be like, oh, just debate on like YouTube. I think it's like actual production stuff, which is cool. Just some of my useless peanut brain thoughts on that. I'm curious, like, what would the topics be? They said topics would be blockchain, crypto, fintech. Like, what's the debate? Like, is a question like how like. What could you debate about? What would you debate about with $1 million on the line? Is crypto good or not? You know what I mean? Like, what's he going to do? Debate Peter Schiff again? Don't know. And there's also, we all know this next part. Actually, just to show you, friend, I'll show you this, the context. So, Richard Hart did debate Peter Schiff, right? Uncle Peter Schiff. That's where, funny, actually, Uncle Peter Schiff, this was at the beginning of 2022, the bear market. Uncle Peter Schiff, friends, he actually got a bit of a prophecy right. He says, you know, you're going to go to jail for this security stuff out here. And I think Richard said, no, it's not security or whatever. And then he goes, oh, fine, the SEC is just going to sue you. And the investor's going to come and get angry. And then Richard just goes, okay. And they moved on. It's kind of, he was actually right with what happened. But then he obviously says that Rich is a scam, which is totally false. But there's a part in here which is interesting, okay? So this is the part right here, okay? Actually, I'll just, let's see what makes here. Let's see what Richard says.
Those things are better assets. He says that gold holds value over time. It doesn't. Here's a chart of gold adjusted for inflation where you lost money for 40 years. 40 years you lost money. 40. If you had bought gold 10 years ago, you're down today. You lost money from 10 years ago, not even inflation adjusted.
Yeah, so the price chart, remember I think that's a little synopsis of like what would happen if he did do a debate. Like what would the debate be? That your crypto is good or bad? Because you know what everyone will do. And that's the tough part about crypto, right? What everyone does is they put this chart on a linear. They go, okay, debate's over. See ya. Yeah. That's why there's almost no debate to have now. Unless this does that. If it did that, man, that'd be wild. Can it do that? Is it allowed to legally do that? I don't know if it's allowed to do that. Okay, could it do that? Boop. Right, if it actually did that, just to like print it for a bit, that's crazy if it happens. But yeah, I'm just being truthful, friends. Like, you want to know, hey, why not debate? Like, what's there to debate? All the things, if you go look at his own debates, is I made a good crypto, saves your life, helps all these, delay gratification. That's what people do. Oh, look at that. Okay, next debate. So, maybe price goes up first, then he starts doing debates. We'll see. And see, here's the thing as well. So, like, in the context of all these logical things, it's not really his crypto, is it? It's decentralized and stuff out here. Yeah, but as I say that, do you really believe that? Right? Do you really believe that? People. It's about what people see in the branding of your name, right? So, like, when they see that chart, what do they think about? Right? Do they think about Dr. Hexologist? No. Do they think about Captain RG3, Rector Michelle? No. They don't think about any of them, right? They think about, it's Richard Hart's coin. There you go. You see? So, in the context of that, maybe we just need the story to play out more. Another thing as well, if we're going to blow $1 million on a debate, maybe we should be listing PulseChain on like Binance so we can start cranking it up first. Just like a pleasant suggestion. But also, it could be working in the background. There probably are negotiations in the background. But people have been saying a lot of shit. Like, I heard that too. Oh, there's talks. Bro, we literally heard this 2 years ago. Not maybe 2 years ago, like actually 2 years ago. The only thing we got was an OKEX listing, and they delisted us at literally what's the same price right now. They delisted us when SEC was here. They go, oh crap, we got suckered in by you retards. I'm done. That's you know what I mean? So we've been hearing that big things are happening. They probably are happening, but the business cycle's still low. So you got to remember, friends, when business ISM goes up, it's not just the price chart. It's exchanges and their confidence to take on more risk as well. It's exchanges and they're going to be like, you know what, maybe we don't agree with all this stuff, but there's a community of people there and we just want to beat the other competition. Let's just take them on board. We're willing to take on the risk. So you got to remember that business confidence stuff, it permeates through other facets too. Checking out some of the comments as well. Mr. JM Prophecy. I agree, Sammy. I'm more stoked at the fact we got confirmed Richard Hart live streams returning. I hope so, sir. I hope so. But also, I like the video itself, it's because it gives you a dopamine hit while the price is down. But like, I'll be honest, after the first stream will be great. The second one, you have that reality crash. You will. Just warning you. The first one will be, wow, we're back, nostalgia. That'll be the first one. The second one, you're like, oh, we got a long way to go for this price to go up. They go, oh yeah, crap. Huh? It's the same, because people will say that, oh, it's the same talking points. Yeah, the dude's consistently logical. Yeah. He's not, like, you don't get, like, it's no comparison, but like, when you watch me, yeah, I throw stuff at you. Hey, look at this. You know what I mean? Because it's fun. Just having, like, just trying to entertain myself because I'm not in control, like watching a movie, right? With him, it's like, hey, I'm not going to bother getting a lollipop because, I've got 50,000 things to do in the background and this is just wasting my time, right? So then you realize you're just like watching paint dry as well for the candle prices to go up. Cash Money, shout out to Cash Money. I will do the debate for free. I'll debate why PulseChain is great and why PulseX is superior. Would be a great promotion. Awesome, sir. Mr. Clown Emoji. Lil Don Don. It's a great point. The fat man would lose all debates. Prior turned to his go-to move. Look at the chart. So it says that there you go. I didn't even check the converse. The first thing I showed you was Richard Hart, Peter Schiff thing. Just as like an example, I go that that's literally every single debater out here. So you know, Richard being a guy of chess, probably enjoys chess. Probably enjoys yes. So he's like, okay, I know what I got to do then. I just got to pump the price up first before I debate. Then what? Then it's king. It's so binary, isn't it? Okay. Price down, failure. Price up, king. Price down, failure. Price up, king. Let me just show you again. Okay. And it's the HEX price chart, by the way. So we can throw the PHEX all we want. We know the chart they're going to be using. We know this. Okay. Scammer, king. You're a scammer. You're the king. There you go. That's public perception. Scammer king, scammer king, scammer king. Price down set. Now they shouldn't think like that, no, because it's network effects and business cycles and everything out here. But what people should think about, and what they do think about, what is it, friends? Obviously, I have the esoteric knowledge. I'm here educating the community, and I see all that. So you don't think, oh, it's actually a scam. I'm leaving. You understand it. I'm just telling you, like, but we don't have to worry about ourselves, man. You got to worry about the 99.9% of people out there in crypto who are not exposed. That's what you have to be thinking about. But my friends, it's just a matter of time. Remember, Michael Saylor said it best.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, PulseChain is the best crypto asset. Okay, what's the second best? There is no second best.
Did you hear that? Yeah, whoever made that, that's good. That's really good. Shout out to Khalid. I got that from you. So that's awesome. Thank you very much. Now, where to from here? More coping and hoping and coping and moping and everything else. This is the PulseChain PLS price chart. But in an alternate universe, if the business cycle, if we didn't get 30 red months, if we only got like 12, right, and we started like having a proper season last year for the wider crypto, we would not be down here. We'd probably be up here, okay, which is still, it's actually still trash, right? Because it would be, yeah, 3x sack price, but it looks amazing today, doesn't it? It does look amazing today. But if that world was there, maybe Ethereum's like $6,000 or $7,000, right? So I just want you to know that's, look, I know it doesn't look like much on a chart, does it? Like if I tell you this is, look, go, like, check this out, all right? When PulseChain launches, imagine I'm telling you this. I go, okay, in 2 years from now, if business ISM rotates up throughout the Bitcoin halving year and everything's great, we're going to be up here. If business ISM does the worst thing it's done in 45 years, we're going to be down here. Okay. You see that, those range of outcomes? That's pretty much it, right? That's what we got. We got the bad end of the stick. Now, most people, if they believe, actually most people, not just maybe, but everybody did think that by this point of time, if we had a good business cycle, we would have been 10x sack price. That's why Eric Wall made that bet. So everyone's expectations were up here, okay? But we got all the way down there. Business ISM down. So we learned the lesson, right? But here's the thing, man. You know, talk about black swans. This ain't happening next time. Too many people have too much PTSD, dude. I know for a fact. You'd remember this. This is like Great Depression stuff. Yeah. That's why probably going to be a good idea to buy altcoins aggressively at the end of 2028. No, sorry. The end of 2027. Right into the Bitcoin halving year. Macro-wide altcoins will probably just have an unexpected surge up. Remember, it didn't work this cycle. It worked first 3 cycles. Our 4th one didn't work. But that's life, you know. It is what it is. We did not expect any of these. But that's why we're still in the game. You're still in the game. I know I always joke, bet more than you can afford to lose. But we understand, right? That's why you don't go freaking doing turbo leverage on 2 or 3x because you need it to go up every 5 seconds, okay? Moving forward for the rest of the cycle, I've given you all these yummy updates. Remember, 1 green month. Well, I'm not going to believe it till I see it. You know what I mean? We had one green month and then it freaking went dog poop red after each point. Once I start to see 2, okay, which means we got to wait till pretty much almost the end of June. So we'll see. Like, subscribe, Billy, but not catch you soon.